everyone, welcome back to another video. So today's video is actually going to be you guys choosing my makeup. So we're just going to get started. So the first thing that you guys chose was primer, and you guys chose the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. So I'm just going to go in with that. Just 1 second here just so I can get it all. Okay. So I'm just going to do what I normally do, put it all over my face, and rub it in. And as always, if you see me looking off this way, I am just looking in my mirror. Put a little bit too much on. That's okay though, it will dissolve into my skin. So once we're letting this dry down, we are just making sure it's all smoothed in. So now we're going to take so I had to choose between the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation and the Fenty Beauty Foundation and Fenty Beauty 1 by 44. So we're just going to put that. Today I'm actually going to do a different technique and just put it all over my face instead of my hand, and then just go in with more if I desire more. Okay, I already know right now for that cheek I'm going to need more. And I really like to make sure that it's dragged all the way down. So I like to make sure I'm gonna have full coverage. Whew, I look like a crazy person. I hate blending my foundation. Like, I wish that there was such an easier way to blend my foundation, because this takes way too much time and I rather not. So I'm really just beating my face, and as you can see, it's not really covering right there, so I'm probably just going to put a little bit more onto the Beauty Blender itself, and then I'm just going to go in and cover that up. So I'm just going to drag that onto the eyelid. Oh my god. Okay. There. And I'm just gonna do my forehead quickly before it dries. This is a very fast drying foundation, and I'm just blending it into the hairline so I don't look like a crazy person. And I'm really just starting to blend and make sure that I hit every spot on my face, making sure everything is nice, even, and blended. So I find a lot of people have an issue with doing that. It takes a long process, sorry, not a progress. I guess you could say progress too, but so I'm just gonna go in with the tip of the sponge, and I'm just gonna blend it that little crease underneath my eye. And right now I feel that as though everything is looking excellent. So now we're just gonna take the Born This Way. It went over the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye concealer. So we're just gonna take the Too Faced one and put it where we normally would put it. So I'm just gonna put it underneath my eyes. And again, I absolutely adore this concealer. one of my favorites. I put it under my eyes so my eyes don't crease and so that it's brightened a little bit up. I'm just gonna brighten that forehead up. I'm just gonna brighten the nose up where we're gonna put the highlight later. I'm gonna brighten up where we're gonna put highlight. And we're just gonna put some on the chin and where we have our problem areas. There. So now we're just gonna blend it out using the Beauty Blender again. I'm just putting my cap on my foundation. So we're just gonna blend it out with like this side of the sponge and just really make sure it kind of morphs in with the foundation. For your under eye concealer, I like to drag it down just a little bit onto the cheek, just so it gives that little bit of highlighted look to the inner of your face. Whereas when you're going to contour, this part of your face is going to be more highlighted. I'm just going to put some excess concealer on a little bit on my nose. It gets really creasy very fast. And then we are gonna fix up the brows a little bit. So just taking your brow brush where you messed up, just kind of go over it. That's what I like to do. Fix it with my finger a little bit. I kind of brush it out. Have not the best brow day today. That's okay. The makeup look will fix that. So we had two powders that we put up against Laura Mercier in the Fit Me powder, and we're actually going to be using the Laura Mercier powder. So I just dabbed some into the cap, and I'm actually going to take my Beauty Blender and I'm going to bake. So I'm just going to put that where I put concealer. Making sure again it's going to be brightened up. So as you can see, I'm just putting it underneath the under eye. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the brush, dab it in what's left, and I'm just going to go around the face and kind of stamp it in. I'm not going to rub it as much as I am like right here. I'm just going to stamp lightly so that it sets it how I want it to be. Just setting it ever so slightly. I can see a little bit of separation, not much. I think that's just how I blended out my foundation today myself, so I wouldn't be too worried about that. I like to wipe away my baking after a little bit, after I've powdered my whole face. And I like to just go in and make sure areas where I'm kind of cautious are really powdered, so that no oil, of course, gets in. So I'm just taking a closer look into the mirror, making sure I got all the areas where I want it to be. So after we were actually done setting everything on the face, I just went in with a little bit more Gimme Brow just to make sure my brows are going to stay in place the whole entire time. So now we are actually on to the contour, and we are doing the Morphe 8H palette that I have sitting here. We put that against the Tarte Tarte's Pro. So I'm just going to take the two shades Donut and Debutante in this palette. I'm just going to tap off the excess and go in with a little bit more. And the one thing I love about these these contours is that they blend seamlessly. Like, they blend so nicely. Actually gonna just use the palette's own mirror. So as you can see, I'm just working this into my skin to morph together with the foundation, concealer, powder, etc. And I'm really making sure I'm getting those temples in. We're just going to do a little bit of nose contouring after we are done blending. Okay, so then we're just going to go in with the powder brush that we used with the Laura Mercier powder, and we're just going to go in and make sure everything's blended and still keep those highlighted areas highlighted. Awesome. So now that we are done that, we are going to go in with okay, so we had a little bit of a mix-up with the palettes because I thought it was working today. So I actually just accepted another job and told my old workplace that I was not going to be attending any more shifts. So it looks like we are going in with the brand new Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. Myself, I've only done a few swatches of this palette already. I absolutely adore this palette. Amazing, it's just so amazing. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, the sturdiness, the pigment, you know, it's just amazing. I love the big mirror that you get. We have all these colors that you can play with. So I think I'm going to set my lid. We're just going to use a little bit of the Sephora brush cleaner, just spot cleaner. And I think we are going to use Sugarcane to kind of set the lid. Okay, Sugarcane's kind of not what I was looking for. You know what? Let's just go with it. So, actually, just gonna clean another brush. And we're just gonna go in with Sugarcane. So Sugarcane's like a light peachy color. It's already very pigmented. Wow, that is so pretty. So we're just going to be blending that inner crease. Wow, I am so mesmerized by this like color. Like, it's like a nice rosy kind of peach pink color. Like, I love it. Like, wow. Never had a nice pinky color like this before. So nice. So now we're going to take the shade, I think, Tongue Paw, and we're just going to go in with that in the shade, in the crease as well. We're just going to take that and really pack it in there. So as you can see, right now, my eyes are turning pink. And it's just a nice color scheme. Like, I'm amazed. Like, this is amazing. The colors are just so pigmented and rich. It's very high quality. So as you can see, I'm kind of just coming up here and I'm really making sure I get all the color kind of blown out effect. Okay, so now I think I'm actually going to go in with the shade Prick in Cherry Soda. And I'm just going to deepen up the crease just a little bit more. I'm just gonna, okay, hello. So we're just going to really be blending that. I was not expecting this at all. Wow, that was so pretty. Wow, I've never done like color like this before. Like, wow. So I'm just gonna take those two shades again. I'm just gonna pop it in this crease as well. And we're just going to, wow, like just the blend for these shadows, just so nice, pigmented. So now we're actually gonna go in with the shade Fresh Meat on a different brush. So I'm just washing off another brush. So I think we're gonna go in with Fresh Meat and Extraction. I'm just gonna really make sure that, ooh, really making sure that you have the excess tapped off. And I'm just blending that in with everything else we have kind of blended. I am just so mesmerized by these shade guys. Like, wow, like they're just so rich and so nice and pigment. It's just beautiful. I'm just gonna take just a regular brush and I'm just gonna kind of smoke it out more. And I'm just gonna go back in with the pinks and just kind of go over it more. Like, wow, you guys, like, wow. Okay. So I think I'm actually gonna go in with a bit of Coma instead of Extraction with the same brush, but I'm cleaning it off at the same time. Oh my goodness. So it saved my brush. So we're just gonna go in with Coma. So as we left off, we are just gonna go into the inner corner, the outer corner, and pop this purple right in there. That looks so good. So he does not have a glittery purple in here. So I think we're going to go in with the shade Sweetener in the palette on just a nice little flat brush, just in the corner so we're not ruining the design too much. I think it's a little peachy kind of purple, or peachy kind of gold shade. Wow, okay. Shimmers in here do not disappoint.
It's like the last video, part 2, man. Like, come on!
My eye is burning. Okay, I'm fine. So putting this glittery, nice kind of golden peach shade in just tied the look together. Like, bravo, Jeffree Star, bravo. So I'm just gonna clean up down here just a little bit because it's getting a little crazy over here. So I'm just gonna pat some more purple down on both sides, and we're just gonna blend it out in a circular kind of motion. And just take this and kind of put it, mix it in with the purple so it's more like a blending type thing. Take this and I'm just gonna blend it out. I'm just gonna take this brush, use the excess that we have, and just make this eye look awesome. Okay, so from here I am going to take Extraction, and I'm actually going to put that on the lower lash lines to see how rich this is. Wow, what a nice. I'm going to take Root Canal as well, just for that pop of her electric purple. We're just going to put that underneath as well. Wow. I love this look. Okay, I'm glad we went with that palette. So the next thing that we are on is we are on liner. So we got 43 votes for the Sex Kitten eyeliner against the Tightline e.l.f. eyeliner. So I'm actually just going to take this, and I'm not going to do a wing. I'm just going to line my lash line. Okay, so I'm just going to move this ahead a little bit, move that up, and just kind of show you guys what I'm doing. So I just lined that. I'm gonna line it a little more to this corner. There we go. So just going to blend that out just a little bit more. And then we're just gonna do the other eye. Awesome. Okay. So now we're gonna go and curl our lashes, and today we're going in with the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. I really like this mascara. It's really nice. It's really pretty. So I'm just going to curl the lash, and then then I'm just going to go in with the mascara and just run it through. So there is the finished eye look. I'm really loving this. So we're going in with the Anastasia Sugar Glow against the Morphe 8H palette. So I'm actually just going to take out this. And we're going to actually go in with the shade Starburst because it is like a nice pinky shade and it would look good with the look. So we're just taking my little highlighter brush. We're just going to go in with Starburst. We're just highlighting everywhere that we would usually highlight. I kind of do that face to really make sure I'm getting the highlighter where I want it on my nose. And we're just doing this. Doing it on the Cupid's bow, as you can see. And on the high points of the cheeks. For real, I want to be a glowing light bulb, so that's what we're going for. There. So next up, we actually have the liquid lipstick, so Tarte and e.l.f. So Tarte went against e.l.f. So I am going to take a nude lip from Tarte. It's in the shade Exposed. I absolutely adore this one. My favorite one ever. I'm just taking that on my lips. And we're just gonna... I don't really like that Cupid's bow sharp look. So I kind of just run it over it. And then just put some... So while this is drying, I think I'm actually going to go in with the Marc Jacobs Enormed gloss, and it's in the shade Love Buzz. I really like this, and I think it would look very nice if I just put it just in the middle of it. So there is the finished look. So I hope you all like and subscribe. My next upcoming video, it's going to be a little bit of a surprise. I'm actually filming it tonight, so I hope you like and enjoy.